Jain friends, welcome to Kalyani IS Academy. In this lecture, we will study vitamins and deficiency diseases. Now, start the lecture and understand what are vitamins. See, vitamins are micronutrients which are required in low amount of quantity and plays an important role in various metabolic activities and biological activities. Therefore, vitamins are much required nutrients. Also, the deficiency of vitamin causes many diseases known as deficiency diseases. Therefore, vitamins are also known as protected food or preserved food. Different MCQs in MPPSC prelims as well as other state level examination have been asked, right? Therefore, we have to prepare this topic in depth. Also, in the upcoming examination, various types of question would be asked from this topic, right? Therefore, this topic needs to be prepared in detail, right, with minute facts. So, let's understand what are vitamins. So, as I told you that the vitamins are natural and essential nutrients, right? So the vitamins are natural and essential nutrients required in small quantities and play a major role in growth and development, repair and healing wounds, right, maintaining healthy bones and tissues, and for the proper functioning of immune system and other biological functions, right? So in this way, vitamins are involved in different biological functions and metabolic activities. Therefore, vitamins are much required nutrients. So simply the vitamins are simply we can say that vitamins are natural. Vitamins are natural and essential nutrients required in small quantities. Therefore, these are micronutrients and play a major role in growth and development, repair and healing wounds, maintaining healthy bones and tissues, and for the proper functioning of immune system and other biological functions. These micronutrients or these essential compounds have diverse biochemical functions. Therefore, these are much required. And there are 13 different types of vitamins which are required for the metabolic process. The discovery of vitamins was begun in the year 1912 by the Polish American biochemist, right, Casimir Funk. Actually, Casimir Funk was the person who named vitamins, right? Therefore, C. Funk is considered as the father of vitamins and vitamin therapy. तो C. Funk को ही vitamins का क्या माना जाता है? Father माना जाता है, right? जिन्होंने vitamin को जो है जिन्होंने vitamin का क्या दिया था? Name दिया गया था, right? Now the जो vitamins are much required nutrients, and similar to minerals, these cannot be synthesized by our bodies. For an example, if we look at the proteins, so proteins are the compound of amino acids, and more than or we can say that approximately 24 amino acids are required for human body. Out of these 24 amino acids, right, 10 to 12 amino acids are synthesized by human body. Only 10 amino acids needs to be taken in the form of food. In the same way, like minerals, vitamins cannot be synthesized. Therefore, vitamins should be taken, right, in the form of food, right? So vitamins should be taken in the form of food, right? And we consume in our extreme cases supplement to keep our body healthy. Therefore, vitamins needs to be get from the food, right, and to supplement the body, right, to keep ourselves happy, right? Vitamins are obtained from the food and their deficiency causes different diseases. Therefore, vitamins are also known as protected food, preserved food, growth foods, right, or supporting food. They are named according to English alphabet like vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Right? Now types of vitamin. Right? So vitamins vitamins are divided into two classes on the basis of solubility, right? On the basis of solubility, vitamins are of two types. The first is water soluble vitamins. See, those vitamins, right? Those vitamins which are soluble in water, known as water soluble vitamins. For an example, vitamin B and vitamin C. And this question have been asked in many examination, right? So those vitamins which are soluble in water are known as water soluble vitamins. For an example, vitamin B and vitamin C, right? So except vitamin B and C, other vitamins are fat soluble, therefore they are known as fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E and K, right? Now we will study the facts regarding discoveries of the vitamin, because this is the confusing portion, right? You have studied in different books and you have studied the different facts in different books. Therefore, we need a clarity as well as for the MCQ's purpose, right? And for MPPSC prelims, we have to study the discoveries related to vitamins. The first is vitamin were discovered by F. Hopkins, right? So this is clear. Vitamins, right? Vitamins were discovered by F. Hopkins, but actually F. Hopkins did not name these substances as vitamin, right? So vitamins were discovered by F. Hopkins, but F. Hopkins did not named these substances as vitamins. The first person who named, right, vitamin was C. Funk, right? So the word vitamin for these substances, the word vitamin for these substances was first used by C. Funk in 1911 AD. Therefore, C. Funk is also known as the father of vitamins, right? And here 1911. Therefore, C. Funk is known as father of vitamins, right? Vitamins. Now, vitamin A and B were discovered by Magellan, right? So, vitamin A and B were discovered by Magellan, right? Vitamin C was discovered by, right, Halkett. Vitamin D was discovered by Hawkins, right? So, vitamin D was discovered by Hawkins, vitamin C, Halkett, vitamin A and vitamin B, right? Vitamin A and B were Magellan, right? And B1, that is thymine, was discovered by C. Funk, and C. Funk named these substances as vitamin. Clear? So these were the discoveries regarding vitamins, right? Now we will study the first is vitamin. Now for the MPPSC prelims examination, we have to keep 3 or 4 things in our mind. The first is the chemical name, right? The chemical name of these vitamins. For an example, the chemical name of vitamin A is retinol, vitamin B, right? Vitamin B1 thymine, vitamin B2 riboflavin, etc., etc. So first we need to keep in the mind the chemical name of every vitamin, because this is asked in the examination. Second, what is the main source? Right? I am talking about main source. For an example, the main or important source of vitamin A is, right? Vitamin A is carrot, right? Carrot, then yellow fruits, right? These are the sources of vitamin A. Then vitamin C अवला हो जाएगा, राइट? और इस तरीके से जो मेन सोर्सेस है वो हमको याद होना चाहिए. तीसरी द डेफिशिएंसी डिसीजेस ऑफ एवरी विटामिन यू नीड टू रिमेंबर, राइट? एंड फोर्थ थिंग इज दैट अदर स्पेसिफिक information regarding these vitamins, right? So let's study vitamin one by one. The first is vitamin A, right? So vitamin A is also known as retinol, right? So vitamin A is also known as retinol because the chemical name of vitamin A is retinol, right? So the chemical name of vitamin A is retinol, therefore vitamin A is also known as retinol. This vitamin is fat soluble, right? Vitamin B and vitamin C are fat soluble, right? So the chemical name of vitamin A is retinol, therefore it is also known as retinol, and this vitamin is fat soluble, and vitamin A is stored in the liver. This has been asked in the examination. So vitamin A is stored in liver. Its main function is to participate in the synthesis of visual pigments, right, which are found in our eyes. So the main function of vitamin A is to participate in the synthesis of visual pigments. Therefore, if there is a lack of, if therefore there is a lack of vitamin B, right, diseases related to eyes occurs. For an example, night blindness, right? So if there is a deficiency of vitamin A, then night blindness, right, dryness of eyes, xerophthalmia disease, and loss of vision, right? So these are the results of the lack of vitamin A: night blindness, dryness of eyes, xerophthalmia, loss of vision, right? These are the deficiency diseases of vitamin A, because vitamin A participates in the synthesis of visual pigments. What are the sources of vitamin A? Right? So there are various sources of vitamin A, but the important sources of vitamin A are carrot, then yellow fruits, right? Carrot, yellow fruits like mango and papaya, golden rice, right? Golden rice, then green leafy vegetables, fish, liver, egg yolk, right? Milk, cheese, etc. Now vitamin B, which is also known as vitamin B complex. Why? See, vitamin B is a group of water soluble vitamins, right? So vitamin B is a group of water soluble vitamins, therefore it is also known as B complex, right? Nitrogen is found in this vitamin, right? The following vitamins are in the vitamin B group. The first is vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin B7, and vitamin B11. So the first is vitamin B1, that is thiamine, right? So the chemical name of this vitamin, the chemical name of vitamin B1 is the thiamine, therefore it is also known as thiamine, right? And this is soluble in water, right? The deficiency of vitamin B1, right, causes a disease known beriberi, right? So the deficiency of B1 causes beriberi, and in this disease body becomes very weak, pain and swelling in hands and feet, and heart rate increases, right? What are the sources of vitamin B1? The sources of vitamin B1 are yeast, carrots, wheat, rice, milk, seafood, soybeans, whole grains, and green vegetables. Now vitamin B second, that is riboflavin. The chemical name of vitamin B2 is riboflavin, therefore it is also known as riboflavin. It is also soluble in soluble in water. This vitamin B2 or riboflavin participates in the metabolism of carbohydrates and other substances. If there is a deficiency of B2, vitamin B2, right, this leads to a decrease in body weight. Along with this, there is a dryness in the lips, skin, and skin. Right? What are the main sources of vitamin B2? So the main sources of vitamin B2 are milk, peas, beans, yeast, meat, eggs, green leafy vegetables, etc., etc. Now vitamin B3, that is niacin. So the chemical name of vitamin B3 is niacin, therefore this is also known as niacin. Right? The deficiency of vitamin B3 or niacin causes 4D syndrome. This is also known as pellagra. So the deficiency of vitamin B3 or niacin causes pellagra. This is also known as 4D syndrome. The main sources of niacin are milk, meat, groundnut, sugarcane, tomato, etc. Now vitamin B5, that is pantothenic acid, right? Pantothenic acid. So the chemical name of vitamin B5 is pentothenic acid, therefore this is known as pentothenic acid. This is water soluble vitamin. The deficiency of vitamin B5 causes hair becomes white, right? So hair becomes white. Then second, children are retardant and there is a problem in mental development. So there are three effects. The first is hair becomes white. Second, children are retarded and there is a problem in mental development and digestion because of the deficiency of vitamin B5. Right, because of the deficiency there is also a decrease in the growth and decrease in fertility. What are the main source? Right, the main sources are sprouted wheat, potatoes, outer layer of the cereals, almonds, tomatoes, leafy vegetables, etc. Now vitamin B6, that is, right, pyridoxine, right? So the chemical name of vitamin B6 is pyridoxine, therefore this is also known as pyridoxine. It is water soluble vitamin. The deficiency of this vitamin causes stunted physical growth and anemia. So anemia and stunted physical growth is the deficiency disease of vitamin B6 or pyridoxine. Main sources are green vegetable, meat, liver, etc. Next is vitamin B7, that is biotin, right? So the chemical name of B7 is biotin, right? Therefore it is known as biotin, right? Also this is known as vitamin H, and this has been asked in various examinations. Which vitamin is also known as vitamin H? So vitamin H, vitamin B7 or biotin is also known as vitamin H. The deficiency of B7 or biotin causes symptoms like paralysis, body pain and hair fall, right? So there are three symptoms like paralysis, body pain and hair falls are seen in the body. Main sources are meat, eggs, liver and milk. Now vitamin B11, right? B11, that is folic acid. So the chemical name of vitamin B11 is folic acid, therefore it is also known as folic acid, and this is water soluble vitamin, right? The vitamin B11 or folic acid is most important for the maturation of RBC, right? So this is required for the maturation of RBC, therefore vitamin B11 or folic acid should be taken, right? When we take folic acid in enough amount, then RBC matures, and when RBC matures, the carrying capacity of oxygen increases in human body. But if there is a lack of vitamin B11 or folic acid, right, so this leads to lack of blood and stunted growth. So the deficiency disease of vitamin B11 or folic acid is lack of blood. What are the main sources? The main sources of vitamin B11 or folic acid are citrus fruits, right? Citrus fruits of lemon genus, right? Tomato, papaya, meat, liver and milk. Next is vitamin B12, that is cyanocobalamin, right? So the chemical name of vitamin B12 is cyanocobalamin, therefore vitamin B12 is also known as cyanocobalamin, and this is water soluble, and this is the vitamin in which a metal is found, and this question has been asked in the examination. Cobalt metal has been found in vitamin B12, or cobalt metal is present in this vitamin, right? So this is the vitamin in which cobalt metal is present, or cobalt metal is present in the cyanocobalamin. This vitamin is helpful in the production of blood, or we can say that this vitamin is responsible for the production of RBCs, right? Understand difference here. See, folic acid is required for the maturation of RBCs, whereas cyanocobalamin is required for the production of RBCs or blood. It synthesizes proteins required for the maturation of RBCs, or we can say that red blood cells. What's the deficiency? See, the deficiency of cyanocobalamin is anemia. And what is the anemia? See, if hemoglobin of the body decreases, then the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood also decreases, and this disease is known as anemia. And this is the deficiency disease of cyanocobalamin, because if there is a lack of vitamin B12, then the production of RBCs decreases, and this leads to the situation of anemia. Right, the main sources of vitamin B12 or cyanocobalamin are meat, liver, milk, right, etc., etc. Now, vitamin C or ascorbic acid. The chemical name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Therefore, this is also known as ascorbic acid, and this is water soluble vitamin. Right, so vitamin B and vitamin C are water soluble. Right, and I would like to tell you here, a question has been asked in the previous examination. Right, which vitamin is destroyed while cooking the food? See, when we cook the food, and if we cook excessively, then the amount of vitamin C decreases, or we can say that vitamin C is destroyed. Why? Because vitamin B and vitamin C both are water soluble, and when we cook the food in the presence of water, then the vitamin C, right, which is water soluble, decreases, or we can say that destroys. Right, so always remember, vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid, is a water soluble. Clear? Therefore, when we cook the food and we cook excessively, the amount of vitamin C decreases, and if we cook excessively, then there would be a time where जो vitamin C है वो destroy ही हो जाएगा. What are the deficiency diseases? Right? So the deficiency disease of vitamin C is scurvy. Right? Apart from scurvy, this leads to bloating of gums, bleeding gums. Right? Because of the deficiency of vitamin C. So deficiency disease of vitamin C, scurvy, then bloating of gums and bleeding of the gums. What are the main source? The main source are lemon, orange, right? So the sour juicy fruits, right? Sour juicy fruits are the main sources of the vitamin C, right? For an example, lemon, orange, etc. Right? Then gooseberry, tomato, right? Gooseberry is also important source, leafy vegetable and sprouted grain, etc. Then vitamin D, that is calciferol, right? So the chemical name of vitamin D is calciferol, therefore this is also known as calciferol, and it is fat soluble vitamin, right? So vitamin A, D, E and K are fat soluble vitamins. This vitamin helps in the strengthening bone, or we can say that calcium along with vitamin D is responsible for the strong bones as well as teeth. Therefore, vitamin D is required to strengthen the bones of the body. It helps in keeping the body healthy of unborn child. Right? The sun's rays converts ingesterol, or we can say that cholesterol present in the skin, into vitamin D. What are the deficiency diseases? See, if there is a lack of vitamin D, then rickets, which is related to bones disease, right, occurs in the children. So vitamin D की deficiency से the rickets disease occurs in children, and osteomalacia occurs in the adults. And in these disease, bone becomes, right, weak. इनमें क्या हो जाती हैं? Bones weak हो जाती हैं. What is the sources? See, the vitamin is found in sufficient quantity in butter, ghee, eggs, fish, and the most important is also sunlight. Right? If you present yourself in sunlight for more than a half hour or 20 minutes, then definitely your body would synthesize the vitamin D. Right? Therefore, in winter seasons, in winter seasons we say that let's go to take the vitamin D, which means that you are going on the terrace to take the sunlight. Now vitamin E. So the chemical name vitamin E, that is tocopherol. The chemical name of vitamin E is tocopherol. Therefore, this is known as tocopherol. It is fat soluble vitamin. This vitamin is responsible for physical beauty, right? Physical beauty, or we can say that glow on your face. So vitamin E is responsible for physical beauty. Also, vitamin E is responsible for the reproductive, right? Reproductive system, right? Therefore, this is also known as reproductive vitamin because it is essential for the reproductive functions, right? So two functions. Vitamin E, that is tocopherol, is responsible for physical beauty. Also, this is responsible for reproductive functions. Therefore, it is known as reproductive vitamins. And if there is a deficiency of vitamin E, then this will lead to impotency, right? Or we can say that in its absence, man becomes impotent and his reproductive power becomes weak. What are the main sources, right? So the main sources are sprouted grains, right, such as sprouted wheat, gram, also peas, green leafy vegetables and meat. Now vitamin K, and vitamin K is known as pleoquilone, right? So pleoquilone, so the chemical name of vitamin K is folliculone, right? Folliculone. Therefore, this is also known as folliculone, and it is an anticoagulation vitamin which is necessary for the formation of prothrombin, and we know that the prothrombin is important for the blood clotting. So we can say that vitamin K, which is folliculone, so folliculone is important for the vitamin K, folliculone is important for the blood clotting because it is an anticoagulant vitamin which is necessary for the formation of prothrombin. तो ये prothrombin के synthesis के लिए important होता है. Therefore, vitamin K is important for the blood clotting. What is the deficiency disease? If there is a deficiency of vitamin K, this will lead to the situation where blood does not clot, right? And when there would be and if the situation is blood does not clot, then then when there is an accident, तो उससे क्या होगा कि उससे blood का loss होता ही रहेगा. What are the main sources? The main sources of vitamin K or folliculone is green leafy vegetables, tomato and cheese, right? So in this way we have studied the vitamins. Now we will see deficiency diseases. What are deficiency diseases? See, such diseases which arise in human body due to lack of nutrients. Nutrients are known as deficiency diseases. So this is the simple definition. Such diseases which arise in human body due to lack of nutrients, right? Lack of nutrients, whether lack of carbohydrate, protein, fat, right, vitamins, are known as deficiency diseases. Right? Diseases, or in other words, we can say that diseases caused due to lack supply of essential nutrients, such as there is a lack supply of carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, right, to the body or for the functioning of body are known as deficiency diseases, such as scurvy disease, ricket disease, osteomalacia disease, beriberi disease, right, retinol, jarephthalmia, etc., etc. Right? Now, we would study the deficiency disease so that you could remember in your mind, right? So we have started this topic from carbohydrate. At first we studied carbohydrate, so we would study one by one so that you could understand properly, right? The first is, there are two types of nutrients. The first is macronutrients, second is micronutrients, and at first we studied carbohydrates, right? So if there is a lack of carbohydrate, then what would happen? See, we have seen that if you consume excessive amount of carbohydrate, then this will lead to increase in your weight, which will lead to obesity and which will cause many problems. But if there is a lack of carbohydrate, right, this will lead to the low weight, low body weight, right? So the deficiency of vitamin, the deficiency of carbohydrate, the deficiency of carbohydrate causes low body weight, right? Or we can say that stunted growth. Clear? Second, we studied about the protein, right? So if there is a lack of protein, then there are two diseases. The first is Kwashiorkor, then marasmus. What is the Kwashiorkor disease? See, the Kwashiorkor disease mainly occurs due to deficiency of protein. So Kwashiorkor disease occurs due to deficiency of protein, and the main symptoms of this disease are stunted growth in the children, thin legs, and weight loss and blood loss. Now marasmus, right? So this disease occurs due to deficiency of protein, right? And thus main symptoms of this disease are slow growth and less development of the muscles. So Kwashiorkor and marasmus are the deficiency diseases of protein, right? Then comes then comes fats, right? So if there is a deficiency of fats, then this will lead to skin rashes and skin dry, right? So if there is a lack of fats, then definitely the skin becomes dry, right? Skin becomes dry. And second thing is that maintaining body temperature, there is difficulty in maintaining body temperature, right? After that B comes to the vitamins. So vitamin A. So the first is night blindness. See, night blindness disease occurs due to the deficiency of vitamin A, right? And in this disease, the person is unable to see after a particular time. Then beriberi, right? Beriberi disease occurs due to deficiency of vitamin B1. In this disease, nerve system is affected and paralysis can also occur. The main symptoms of this disease are weight loss, right? Deterioration of the digestive system, weakness, and stunted growth. Then pellagra. Pellagra disease occurs due to deficiency of vitamin B3, and this disease affects the brain and nervous system. The main symptoms of this disease are red color of tongue and deterioration of digestion and formation of granular structure in the body, right? Next comes the scurvy. So this scurvy disease occurs due to deficiency of vitamin C, and in this disease teeth and gums are affected, as well as the wound of victim's body, or we can say that wounds of the patients does not heal quickly. Then rickets, right? Rickets disease occurs due to deficiency of vitamin D. In this body, bone becomes weak, right? In this body, rickets, the bones become weak, right? As well as bone becomes weak and teeth do not develop properly, and this is related to bone, right? So in this way we have studied vitamin D. Now let's talk about vitamin A, E, right? So if there is a deficiency of vitamin E, then this leads to impotency. Man becomes impotent, right? And because of vitamin K, right? So if there is a deficiency of vitamin K, this will lead to the situation when blood does not clot. So in this way, we have studied the deficiency diseases of human body, right? Now we have studied every topic which is mentioned in our MPPSC prelims unit 7 in MPPSC prelims in unit 7, right? And we have studied the topic regarding, right? We have studied the topic regarding the human body as well as nutrition, food and nutrients, right? So now we will meet in upcoming lecture. Till then, thank you.